Chief Washington correspondent Major Garrett joins us now. Major, thanks so much. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
I want to start with those pardons, obviously controversial, that we've been talking about. President Trump touts himself as a law and order president, but when you look at this, it looks like he's just rewarding loyalty.
Well, certainly that's one interpretation, but the president, and in the White House statement, you can read it very clearly, considers the entire Mueller investigation a miscarriage of justice. And so everything he does in terms of commutations or pardons, the White House asserts is redemptive. It is essentially balancing the scales of justice because, as the president has said on Twitter and in public comments for years now, the Mueller investigation was based on fraudulent assumptions. The tactics used were abusive. Those are the words the White House statement used yesterday. And to the president's thinking, Roger Stone and Paul Manafort are therefore victims. Though if you listen carefully to Paula's report, they went to the judicial process. They were convicted, and in Paul Manafort's case, pled guilty. And Paul Manafort lied to prosecutors. Roger Stone lied to Congress. What are the common themes there? Doing everything they can not to say what they knew, if anything, about Donald Trump. Absolute loyalty. How were they rewarded? Absolute pardons.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, you see these pardons happen. You also see the president escalating tensions within his own party. He releases videos. He's on social media. And then he just leaves town. As we see, he's now in Florida. What do you make of this?
So I think one of the interesting themes of the end of the Trump presidency is, will this result in the crack-up of the modern Republican Party? Because right now, Donald Trump is, as you said, Jamie, at war with not just Republicans in general. He is at war with the highest echelons of the Republican leadership in Congress. This entire gambit on increasing the amount of stimulus checks after Congress has already not only debated it, but passed it with the okay and green light from his own administration.
For months.
So it's so late in the process. He's now delivering a message to Republicans in Congress. I'm angry with you about this and other matters, and I'm going to take my anger to the ultimate political level. We could have a government shutdown, Jamie, next week on the verge of the new year, collapsing economy, raging pandemic, and the president could shut the government down. And Republicans don't know what to do and don't know how to react. And that kind of, it's not even it's chaos, yes, but it's deeper. It's much more important than that. Chaos is something we have come to, let us say, acknowledge in the Trump presidency. Some appreciate it, some loathe it, but we've all acknowledged it. This is much deeper. This is about, is the Republican Party about Donald Trump and his personal approach to politics, or is it about something larger and more general? Well, right now, that fight is playing out on multiple fronts, and the person instigating that fight is the President of the United States.
Well, that's along those lines. Can you give us kind of an inside look at what the mood is right now inside the White House? Well,
it's mostly vacant. Look, there's not very many people at the White House, and those who are there at the upper levels, at the most senior level, are trying to keep the president within some kind of normal guardrails. It's quite a challenge right now. Most everyone else is looking for a job because they know this is all coming to an end. The president hasn't acknowledged that, won't acknowledge that, but everyone else at junior positions has to find another job in Washington and try to find some way to gussy up a resume amid all of this that the president's doing. That's a challenge in itself.
Major Garrett, so good to see you. Thank you.
Thanks.